Yeah, I was aware. I was part of that. I was part of that planning process. Okay. Yeah. So, Sid wanted me to talk about the Chinese barbecue incident, and from a personal anecdote, I remember a lot of we had some of the great restaurants. Like there was one called the On On. I don't know if anybody remembers the On On.
On Keeper.
Yeah, it was on Keeper Street.
Pierre Trudeau and Margaret Trudeau ate there all the time.
Yeah. That's right. And now the history of the On On was owned by a guy named Willie Chu. And Willie Chu, he befriended, there was a Jewish family called the Bellsberg family. And the Bellsberg family would have their pre-Sabbath dinner at the On On. And so Willie befriended the Bellsberg family. And apparently the Bellsberg family gave Willie a great stock tip, to which Willie took advantage of it. Now Willie's a multimillionaire. So then Willie sold the On On, and now he's doing nothing but clipping coupons. But to keep him really busy, apparently he's driving a delivery truck just to keep himself busy. Okay, so there's a real contrast of where the Chinese gone from to what, because I'm jumping all over and because I'm trying to be spontaneous because I want to talk about food. And I remember the first Chinese inhabitants in British Columbia were basically people from the railroads. First of all, from the gold rush and from the railroads. And a lot of them came over with nothing because this is the land of Kangsan, Gold Mountain. This is where they can make a lot of money. But they brought their ingredients with them. And what they would do in the Canadian Pacific Railroad and some of the rail gangs throughout in the Rocky Mountains is that they would hunt and gather the different game and the indigenous vegetables in different parts of British Columbia, but they would cook it Chinese style. So that was because of that, there is a very unique and distinct Vancouver Chinese cooking that we call village cooking. Okay? And it's totally different than that the recent immigration of the people from Hong Kong and China have come over here with their own expertise, with their different cuisines, Cantonese, Szechuan, Mandarin, Shandong, okay, all sorts of different regional cuisines. So there's quite a variance. As you're well aware, Vancouver is 2.3 million people, roughly. About 800,000 are Asians, and out of the 800,000, about close to 600,000 are Chinese. Okay, so this is the recent wave of immigration coming in. And from that, they come in bringing their customs along with their food. Okay? Now, getting back to food now, the Chinese believe that food represents some of the positive attributes of life. Okay? So when you get into noodles now, what do people think noodles are symbolic of?
Long life.
Thank you. Long life. Okay. Rice. What do you think rice is a symbol of? Okay. Well, it's symbolized. It symbolizes fertility. Do you know that custom when people walk out of the church and they throw the rice? Guess where that custom started? It started in China. Okay. So there's a lot of things about the Chinese cuisine that reflect positive attributes in life. Health, wealth, and happiness. Okay? One of the things, like, if you ever go to an Asian household, okay, and you want to bring a gift, do not bring flowers, because flowers have a death connotation to it, especially the color white. White is a death color. Okay? The color white. That's right. What you can do, you can bring them a bottle of wine, you bring them whatever they like, but one of the things that you can symbolically do is to bring them 5-pound bag of oranges because oranges represent gold. Okay? Who's ever heard of the term the fruit kumquat? Okay. Well, basically kumquat means kumquat, meaning gold fruit. So you wish gold upon your friends. So it's just not going over there and having a meal and breaking bread, but it's the spirit of fellowship and wishing your friends good luck. Okay? There's so much. My heritage and background is so complex. I've been brought up traditionally, but yet at the same time I have one foot in the Western camp and I have one foot in the Chinese camp. And there's been quite a struggle in my life. And in my younger years, it was always trying to gain acceptance. And the only way that I can gain acceptance with a whole lot of people, not only because of my personality, but also hating them. Because keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. And the only way to keep your enemies closer is to beat them. Okay, kill them with kindness. Like the Roberta Flack song, killing me softly. Okay. Another good example is that I'm a member of the Chinese Canadian Historical Society. And I've written a book called Eating Stories. And if you don't mind, I'd like to read a certain excerpt about what food means to me and my family. So just bear with me and I'll get the section. One moment.